Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Chandler Holland. I'm 20 years old from Topeka, Kansas, and I have a huge passion for most if not all of the sciences. My personal favorite science is astrophysics. Really, I love astronomy and I love physics. But anyways, I'm making this video to inform you guys about the Leonid Shower coming up. It's going to be the night of November 17th leading into the morning of November 18th. We had a previous one that was the Leonid Shower. That was from October 20th to the 22nd. This shower is going to be called the Leonid Shower. The reason why it's called the Leonid Shower is because of where its radiant comes from. When these meteors enter the Earth's atmosphere, they seem to come from a single point. They seem to radiate from a single point, hence the name. And so the radiant for November 17th, the night of November 17th, is going to be coming from Leo. At midnight, Leo will first hit the horizon. It's recommended that this is the best time to watch meteor showers that night. The viewing conditions, other than weather, because weather is very unpredictable and it can change very fast for most people. I know, being from Kansas, because I was very mad for the Leonid Shower. I saw that it was coming up that night and I was like, oh goody, I get to watch it. And it was sunny, it was clear skies that day, and I told my girlfriend about it. We were going to go watch it. And then as soon as I get off work, it starts raining. I was very mad. Anyway, viewing conditions other than the weather will be very good. It's going to be a new moon, so the moon will be on the same side of the Earth. It's going to be on the opposite side with the sun. So all there is that you're going to be able to see in the night sky will be stars and meteors. That'll be good. Leo's going to be rising in the east, but don't focus on this spot. It's very common for people to think that you have to focus on the radiant to be able to see any. The thing is, when you look at the radiant, most of this, there will be meteors that you may be able to see, but it will probably wind up being like a speck of light, because the thing is, you can't actually watch the trail. Like, we have the radiant in the east. Odds are you're going to see the best viewing conditions anywhere in the sky between north and south directly above you, because that's where the trail, because it's going to be coming in, say, right here, this is the east. The trails from these meteors will streak across like this. And so really, it's going to show up the most right in the middle of the sky and closer, but not all the way to the east. To be able to view this the best you possibly can, you want to try and get the least light pollution. You want to be around the least light pollution possible. You want to find a very dark area. Recommend going out of the city. Try to find a field where there's no trees that will block any view at all. The more that's blocking the sky, the less likely you'll be able to see any meteors. That's why it's going to be a really good night, because the moon actually offers a lot of light pollution. Even though the moon is really cool to look at, it really does affect astronomers' viewing. What's probably recommended is you go out to a field, low light pollution, get some bug spray. You're going to be out there for a while, because the thing is, there's going to be about 15 meteors every hour, so roughly one every 3 to 4 minutes. It's going to be very far apart. It's a waiting game. That's what it is. It's a waiting game, waiting for these meteors to show up. I want to talk about meteor showers now. What causes these meteor showers? The comet Tempel-Tuttle orbits the sun every 33.3 years, and for the most part, I can't imagine that that's actually what the math comes out, is that every November, but lately it's happened every November for several years. We see meteors that come in from Comet Tempel-Tuttle's debris. And what happens is, as the comet orbits the sun is blasting and melting off because the thing is, comets are made of just dust and ice. It's a giant snowball, and so especially when it comes close to the sun will melt off all this ice and it'll release this dust and these meteoroids into space. And so then there's a good trail, and every year for the most part in November, the Earth will move into this path, and so then this debris, these meteoroids, then enter the sky, which then they are called meteors. Meteors are meteoroids that have entered the Earth's atmosphere. And so as they enter the Earth's atmosphere, the air friction causes them to get really hot and burn up, and these emit photons, and so then we can see them in the sky. Meteoroids are just, it's any kind of rock or just any small object floating in space that could potentially hit Earth. Doesn't mean that it has or it will. It could potentially. If the Earth was in just the right spot and this meteoroid was in just the right spot, it could hit Earth. Most of the time, when these meteoroids enter the Earth's atmosphere, they become meteors. They're burning up. It's very rare for any of these meteors to actually make it to the surface. But it does happen, and most of the time they're really no bigger than the size of my phone. They're very small. It's very, very rare for these to actually occur, for meteorites to be found. So the dust and the meteoroids will be falling into Earth's atmosphere. Due to the air friction, it will start to burn up. It leaves a trail of light, and this is what most people call a shooting star. And you know what? I think that pretty much covers it. I'll be posting more videos to remind you to check the weather conditions. If you can right now, I'm sure weather.com is able to predict that far into the future, but I don't trust it, especially living in Kansas. Make sure to check your weather, because there's nothing like planning on going to watch a meteor shower and it starts to rain. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Bring bug spray, bring a blanket, find a good spot where you can actually view it. Don't get arrested. No trespassing. I hope you have clear skies that night. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Make sure to like and subscribe. I plan on posting a lot more, and not even just astronomy. This was more so an astronomy video than anything else. I just felt like this would be a good start for my channel. I'm going to be posting a lot of physics, astrophysics, and actually I plan on bringing on a buddy of mine so that we can talk about the new propulsion systems that we have that could take us to further planets. And also I was wanting to discuss inhabiting Mars. This is all upcoming videos. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.